I often come on here and I speak on Jonathan Majors. I also talk about advancements and things, characters that need recasting. I talk about long-term representation versus that piss poor temporary stuff like Jonathan Majors is playing. The character of Kang the Conqueror, in no way, shape, or form do I support his portrayal of it. I don't think that it is a positive move to cast someone of his stature, of his level, of his talent, of his ability, and of his name recognition, and have all of that be floundered and wasted on a character who doesn't look the way he looks. I'm talking about black representation, melanated dark skin, African descent, however you want to put it. When people look the way Jonathan Majors looks, what they need to do, or the utmost best usage of the resource that is Jonathan Majors, is to promote and uplift, elevate an actual character that looks like this guy. Because when you cast someone to play Kang, you may think that he may knock it out the park and do this amazing job. Will the character that is Kang still be black? And the answer to that question is no. The answer to that question is consistently no. If you're amped for the new Snow White, which looks like Rachel Zegler, if you're happy that there's going to be a Latina, I tell you the same thing I'll tell you about the Little Mermaid Ariel. They will return to the regular Caucasian version, the European descendant, the skin pigmentation that is Michael Jackson pre-1970s. That's how it goes. These temporary stand-ins are fulfilling for a moment and for like a yearly quota. The studio gets to say, we here at Marvel Studios have sufficiently fulfilled our black representation. For the year that is done, it is done as it is accomplished, not dumb, like done. And then we go, whoa, it's a great thing, black people, yay, hooray, there's people on screen. The underrepresentation issue is a long-term problem, because 30 years from now, when Marvel does reboot, eventually it will, and Kang is back to being a white guy, we'll say, I guess we really wasted those years in 2023 and onwards on elevating Kang when it really went nowhere. We're going to say, well, the problem used to be there weren't enough black characters, and the problem now, 30 years later, is there's not enough black characters. And 100 years later, we're going to say the same thing, because we were too busy being satisfied that Tony Stark was cast and they got some dark-skinned actor to play Tony Stark because, his skin tone is not essential to the character and whatnot. And we are going to fall for that crap. I hate to repeat myself and be redundant, but there are new people here who may only be interested in my Jonathan Majors takes. Jonathan Majors is a great actor. What he did with Creed and his character, everywhere else where he's playing a character who is everlastingly a melanated black, will always be in every reboot character. Great job. Fantastic. And I hope what he does with Kang, I hope the stardom he will gain from Kang will translate over to him being the lead of a protagonist who's actually like a positive role model type, not superhero, but any film genre he goes, adventure, action, spy, romance, anything he does. I hope that's what we can take from this Marvel role. But the fact that he's playing Kang the Conqueror is no way celebrated by the monger of chill here on this YouTube channel. I find it regressive, and I don't think that it should ever be celebrated that black actors are taking the roles of white characters and in the adaptations. If there's a book, I don't care if the book is too white and we need to diversify it up. I'm not looking for temporary stand-ins. I'm looking for the studios to go, okay, well, we'll just do a black book. And you find an author, you make them a millionaire, and you adapt the comic or the book. Or the novel, the book, anything, comic strip even, too. There are independents that are not Marvel and DC. But I'm all for actual advancement and not these substitutes that literally take from actual advancement. If you celebrate these race-swapped characters and versions that are temporarily going to look this way, you are celebrating regression, substitutes that don't last, temporary representation. Hey, speaking of temporary representation, check out that video right on the side of my face. He's right there. Temporary representation. It's a more comedic take on the point that I was just trying to make. You should watch that video. Peace.